Okay, here we are, another week. Been doing this for like 4 or 5 months now. This week is sort of exciting because I actually reduced my medication further this week. So that's the whole point of these videos, right? And met with my doc this week, and we decided to reduce one more of the medications. So now I'm actually only taking medication at night, and I take 100 milligrams of Seroquel, or the generic version, quetiapine, and 100 milligrams of Lamictal, or at least the generic lamotrigine. And that's it. So I had been also taking 24 milligrams of Lamictal in the morning, and that's done. So this is cool. Making progress. I think I finally convinced her. I don't know, convinced is the right word, but ever since the very first time I got hospitalized, I remember saying to these doctors, I was like, well, I'm smoking shitloads of weed, and I'm not sleeping at night, and I'm partying and drinking. Like, rather than putting me on meds, why don't we experiment with the idea of me not doing drugs? And it wasn't even an option that they put on the table. And certainly I could have fought harder. I still can't remember, like, how did I give in? Because I fought for days in that hospital to not take meds. And I think they did this, like, they will say anything to get you to take the shit. I mean, from the point, from one end of it of being a doctor, like, pointing at you, like, you will do what I say you will do. Which sounds kind of crazy, but it's reality. And, actually, I think the exact words were, you're going to take this medication or I'm going to make you take it. Which they can actually do with an injection. They can do that. And they can also get a court ruling to say that you have to take medication against your will. Even after you're outside the hospital, they can actually make it so legally they can come in your home and force you to take your meds every day. Yeah, that's assisted outpatient therapy. Assisted outpatient therapy. Yeah, I mean, they say shit like, oh, you're going to put your family through this again? Are you going to do that? Look at your sad mother, your sad sister. Do you really want to do that to your family? Why don't you just take these pills and everything will be better? Except instead of everything be better, they say this is going to be miserable for the rest of your life. It's going to be bad. These medicines will make it a little bit better, but you're doomed for life. It's like, what if maybe I just smoked so much fucking weed that I reached a critical mass and my brain went bonkers or something? So anyways, I haven't done drugs in almost, I think, over 2 years now. So the doc was like, well, maybe like we should consider that this whole thing was drug related, which is interesting to think of. I've kind of taken on this identity of being the crazy person or the bipolar person. I don't agree with the idea that it's a disorder or that there's something wrong with me, but I have kind of agreed with the idea that there's something different about me and that I'm unique or special or something. I've kind of probably romanticized it into being a positive instead of a negative. We're one of the X-Men, as some of us like to say. So, what will go through my brain if suddenly I'm not different, I'm not special, I'm not a disorder or an X-Men or anything? I just had a reaction many times. I mean, it's not like this just happened once, but many times I've had these kind of manic-y episodes. And really, if I think even further about it, the very first episode that I had, if I call it that, was not really one of these mystical, physics-driven, quantum mechanical, crazy things. The very first time was more high energy, ambitious, not sleeping, think I'm going to save the world, all these things without like the magic, mystical shit. And then I got put on meds, and then all my episodes after that kind of had this element that I consider to be a little bit crazy, where I get really, really wrapped up in the quantum tunnel. So if I count out those where I'm on medications, which are impacting me, really the only thing I got like nothing to go on. I haven't been completely clean of drugs or in medication, like the whole thing, since maybe 10 years. But we agreed we're going to peel them away, the meds, which we've been doing, but I think now she's maybe accepting it more or something. And hopefully like one of the things was it seemed like when I'm traveling that the doctor's like, well, you're not in like a totally stable situation, so let's not adjust medications while you're traveling. I think now, and I'll be honest, like there's a little bit of me that's misleading her. Like I still feel like some depression, or I feel something like something's not right in the world or with myself, and like, but I don't really let that on a lot because I want to get off these fucking meds. And there's a piece of me that thinks that the meds are somehow causing depression, like taking a sleeping medication every night. Like, I don't know. It seems to me that could cause depression and a mood stabilizer. Like, so I'd like to get off them. I guess I am being a little misleading to the doc about my mood, trying to come off a little bit more stable. But that's what happens. In a way, probably a lot of people kind of try to get out of it what they want. And I'd like to get off these things with a doctor approving it, I guess. I don't know. And also, by the way, I still take my omega-3s in the morning. I take 2 pills of an omega-3, vegan omega-3, and then I also take 3 flaxseed oil pills. And I've been sticking with a vegan diet the last 2 months, and also I've been like trying to do gluten-free. I don't know if I'm doing a great job because it seems like there's gluten mixed into stuff. And even the vegan thing, like I know there's got to be eggs and milk mixed into shit that I'm eating, but like I'm trying. Exercising every day. Again, I still don't feel like great, but better. All right, I'm at 7 minutes. Shit. Okay, that's enough. Bye.